So you may be thinking, all right, this one comes in at just under 35 foot. It's got to be a bunk model. And you would be absolutely wrong because, folks, this is travel trailers that are built for two. And this one right here is the Coleman Light 3055BS, and it is an awesome floor plan. If you're looking for something that has a lot of space and a ton of storage, then this is the model. Let's actually start off right over here on the kitchen because I love these countertops. You have upgraded countertops in here, not T-mold, because we don't want that, right? This is something for two people. You want something that's a little bit higher end. You don't have to worry about kids that are going to come in and start messing everything up, right? You know, you can't have anything nice. That's what I always tell my kids. This is why we don't have nice things. Not going to be the case here. You get the upgraded countertops. You get the undermount stainless steel sink with that beautiful apron front, high-rise pull-out faucet on there. You know, because you have to wash and rinse dishes. You want to make life a little bit easier, and that'll do it. Let's see if I can, for the record, if you ever see this happen, in case you don't know, if you're new to pull-out faucets, there's a weight down below, and sometimes that weight will get hung up. If you just go underneath, move that weight, it'll snap right back into place. Over to the side is a recessed 3-burner cooktop with a glass cover. You can fold this guy up and back just like that, doubles as a backsplash. That front one's high output. And take a look at the actual backsplash, right? Now, a couple things I love here. One is it's nice and high, you know, kind of like a gray subway tile. But two, it comes on the side. You get the side splash, and that's a big one for me because a lot of times you'll have it back here, but if I'm cooking something right here, that's not what I'm worried about. It's this, right? So right there, I love that it actually comes, you know, across the side here. You got the oven if you want to do some baking underneath that sink. Boom, it's a little dirty. I should have probably vacuumed in there, but there is enough space for a trash can, and that's always a big one for me because, you know, I don't want my trash bags hanging out, don't want it stinking up the place. You have a couple of drawers, which again, you have to have, right? To have a functional kitchen. You'll see that right there. Big space back here as well, which is great if you have like a coffee maker or something. Boom, you can drop it down right there. And also, you will see all this additional storage here. Now, you can use that for pots and pans, or if you want to kick off your shoes and toss them in there, that's a good idea too, you know? That way, it's not clogging up that main entryway. Storage up top with frosted glass, microwave, and a hood. You'll see stainless steel panels on the front of this guy. This is your Dometic fridge freezer combo with automatic switchover. Got the nice crisper tray, space for a little bit taller items like a 2-liter or, you know, half-gallon of milk, something like that. Then coming over to the entertainment center, we have a TV right there, multimedia center down below, and a fireplace. So the TV is a great angle to the theater seat right here. Not perfectly across, but pretty close. And then the multimedia center, which has an HDMI port if you have auxiliary equipment. And the fireplace not only looks nice, but will also take a chill off. But here is the really cool thing. Ready? Not only do you have that, but I don't know why I use Jurassic Park music, but there it is. Anyway, you open that up and take a look at the size of that pantry back there. You want to talk about great utilization of space. That, for me, is absolutely it. I love how much space you have back there. And, you know, honestly, if the grandkids come, this is where you can hide all the snacks. You know, you want to hide the marshmallows, you want to hide the chocolate bars, the Cheez-Its, the Reese's, whatever it may be. You're going to stick it right back there. They'll never know that that opened. So all the good snacks can stay back there. Then as we make our way to the very back, this, of course, is the bathroom. And one of the things I love about this is look at all this space I have in here. Far too often, bathrooms are really crammed in couples models. You know, they'll be like over in a corner. Now, it's a rear bath, so you would expect it to be a little bit bigger, and it absolutely is. We'll see in a second. You have a sink and mirrored medicine cabinet over to the side. As for toilet space, I mean, you know, I have great space right here. The other cool thing is take a look in here. You want to talk about great spot to put clothes, right? Because if it's the two of you, maybe you're gonna live in it for a while. Maybe you're gonna stay in it. You're gonna be a snowbird, travel down south for a few months. Well, you need to make sure you have clothes. And right in here, you have a hanging rod, right? You have some removable shelves, but you have shelves running all the way down, plus more shelves right over here. I mean, this whole thing is a big walk-in closet. And you still have more storage up front. Don't get me wrong. You have a huge wardrobe up front that we'll see in just a little bit. As for shower space, robe hooks right there, by the way. But as for shower space, it's another important one, right? When it comes to couples models, you want to make sure you can stand in the shower. And folks, at 6 foot tall, even without that skylight, I absolutely can with it. You know, I have another probably 2 inches there. I can stand in here without having to duck down. Built-in shower door just slides closed nice and easily to make sure that all the water stays in the shower where I want it, and it doesn't end up all over the floor. Now, as we you can see the sink right there, as we talked about. You know, let me show you this. Underneath, right, plenty of storage space for a trash can even, which I love. The mirrored medicine cabinet right up there. Good size sink. You have an electrical outlet for everything else, you know, whether it's hair dryer, flat iron, electric toothbrush. You know, I don't know about yours. Mine seems to die like every 4 days, so you always got to plug that in. But when you make your way back out, you'll see the big super slide. Now, theater seating here, as I mentioned, that's right across from the TV, right where you want it. Both of those kick back and recline so you can get nice and comfortable. Big windows go all the way up to the top of the slide there, so you can see that lets in a ton of natural light during the day, which is phenomenal. You have your dinette right over here. You know, you can sit down, relax. You can have 4 people sit in here. Now, it's built for 2, but, you know, maybe you like to entertain. I do. I like to have friends over. Maybe you make friends out at the campground. I mean, that's half of what camping is about, is, you know, going out, making friends, having people to hang out with, you know, having people to drink with. Don't want to drink alone anymore. No, just kidding. But it really is great just to have extra space for people. And, you know, whether you have people to dine at there in the theater seat, well, this one is built for 2. It absolutely has space for entertainment value. But, yeah, windows here, windows on the sides, nice light fixture right up top. So you come around to the side, we'll open this up. More pantry space right here. And folks, one of the things that I want to remind you, too, right, is not only is this one, you know, nice and big and have a lot of cool features and can seat a ton of people and has a bunch of storage, but you can pick this one up starting at $33,995, which is an amazing price. You're looking at $8.14 a day for something that is almost 35 foot long and has great amenities and a ton of options. You're not going to want to miss out on that one. All you have to do to take advantage of that is text the word RV to 46642. But we're certainly not done. Let's take a look at the front, because as I said, this one just has a ton of space. You get a slide out bed, a huge window, basically as a headboard, which I love, just lets a lot of natural light in there. You get electrical outlets, USB ports on both sides. Take a look at this right down here. You can see all the additional dresser space. You have a spot to put a TV, windows on both sides of that, and a massive wardrobe all the way across the front like it was a fifth wheel. You know, that's oftentimes what we see in a fifth wheel is the front end, the nose, being a wardrobe, and you get that here. So you have that big walk-in closet in the back. You get this dresser up front. You get the wardrobe up front here, and all of that for, again, under $34,000 starting price. Just phenomenal. Also, this is something that I feel is, I don't want to say undervalued, but underappreciated. That is a full-length mirror, right? If I close this, hi, Fritz. So right here, I can actually see myself from top to bottom, right? I can make sure that my shoes are okay with my pants, okay with, you know, the whole nine. I actually get a full profile, and you would be shocked at how hard that is to do in a travel trailer. So we're talking about travel trailers built for 2. Something like that is a great option to have. Another excellent option, this. Second AC prep. I don't know about you, but, you know, being a bigger RV, something like this, I would probably want a second AC if I'm traveling down south. If it's going to be warm, if it starts getting up into the 80s, I'm going to want that second AC, and this one has the option to do it. Also, I don't want you to think there's not storage underneath the bed, because there absolutely is. As we lift that up, take a look. Huge storage right there, which is fantastic. Goes all the way back there. I mean, if you have some larger items, I know I've talked to a few couples, you know, that will bring like guitars and stuff for sitting around the campfire plugging away. That right there will let you have a space for those. And as we make our way out, upgraded steps makes it easy to get in and out of that RV. You can see the upgraded grab handle right there too. I love the aluminum treads. You know those aren't going to rust on you. You can see that power awning with the LED light strip lit up real nice and pretty. Come on up front. Let me show you a few features up here real quick. Power tongue jack, folks. I always say it, this lets me get to drinking my old fashioned that much quicker, because I don't have to sit here and crank that bad boy up and down. I can just flip the switch, and that's what I'm all about. You know, you'll see your 2 20-pound propane tanks right behind that. By the way, this has a light on it, I may add. So if it's nighttime, starting to get dark, you want to light it up. You want to be able to see what's going on, right? The light of your life, that right there, you can light her up. You'll see a 3/4 front cap with some LED lights on there. Just a nice little touch. Also, you can't see it too well, but right here, this one has a fully enclosed, insulated, and heated underbelly. So if you plan on doing camping a little bit later, whether it's, you know, in spring, fall, whatever it may be, having that insulated underbelly will not only keep it cleaner, but also it will help keep things a little bit warmer down there. So that way your tanks, lines, and stuff aren't freezing up on you. Pass-through storage right there. You can take a look at that guy. And remember, we still had all that storage underneath the bed. Plus solar prep located right there. So if you want solar, boom, good to go. Power stabilizer jacks. That way, again, you're not hand cranking anything. And as I mentioned already, you got a power awning. So you got power pretty much everything all the way across. If you want TV outside, because, hey, why not, boom, there it is. You have a mount for it, connections for it as well. Bear in mind that if you do have the TV there, if you're boondocking, which, you'd have to be running a generator to run the 120, but your freshwater inlet is behind it, so you have to move the TV. Not a huge deal. Don't know why you'd run into that issue. It'd be a very, very rare thing, but did just want to let you know. Coming back a little bit further, outside kitchen. This is another big one for me. A lot of times to get one of these, you have to have a bunk model. If it's just two of you and you want to be able to cook outside, you don't want a bunk model most of the time. And this will still give you the ability to cook though. So right there, you got a 2-burner cooktop. You got good storage here, electrical outlet, plus my beer fridge, right? Gotta have that. Coming around to the back, first of all, let me take a look at that. You want to talk about a gorgeous view, right? We are here in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I'm telling you folks, that is a view. It's one of the great things about my job or about RVing in general is you get to get out and see beautiful things. People that live here might take that for granted, but for me, being from Michigan and seeing a mountain range is just absolutely phenomenal. It's breathtaking. Also, you can see backup camera right here. You have a square tubular bumper. You can see the spare tires mounted there. It gives you a place to put your sewer hose, outside shower. I'm telling you folks, this is just one of so many we have that are built for 2 people, and this one is starting at $8.14 a day. And again, all you have to do to lock in that pricing is text the word RV to 46642. Now, we definitely have more RVs for couples coming up in just a bit. So if this one wasn't the one for you, make sure you stay tuned because we may just get to it yet.